we've got broadly about 3 types of groups, technical focuses that we focus on. So one, I'd say, is app developers, people that want to use this network as the underlying infrastructure to build their app.
Right.
The second would be core contributors, so people that want to get involved in helping us design the protocol on next versions. And the third is other blockchain projects that want to build what we call bridges. So this is that interconnectivity layer, right? So other blockchain protocols that are interested in building bridges between them and AION. So depending on who we're targeting, it's a very different message, right? If we're talking to other blockchain protocols, they tend to be very deep in the industry already. They've developed the skills over a number of years, and they're building something really unique. And we want to be able to build these bridges with as many of these blockchain protocols as possible. So we've got a number of partnerships that we've been working on there, groups that we're going to be doing these connections with. Our first bridge that we're building is from the AION network to the Ethereum network, but we've also got kind of a long list of other networks that we're going to be bridging into. The second group on core contributions is people that have that protocol interest, that have that deep level of like almost operating system engineers that want to help us build the next version of our virtual machine, or want to help us run research on the economic principles behind our mining algorithm.
Right.
And then finally, these app developers, which I think is where we're going to get the most adoption, in terms of the most number of people that can actively roll their sleeves up and get involved, is people that have ideas of what types of businesses they can build, or what's the next version of CryptoKitties that can be built, right? Or whatever these things are. In that category, there's an enormous amount of just kind of skills conversion that can happen. You look at the average kind of JavaScript developer around the world, or Java developer around the world, and there's a relatively simple transition for them to be able to pick up the skills required to build blockchain applications. It really comes down to a different way of architecting and thinking about how people engage with these systems, rather than really having to introduce new languages or new skills fundamentally. So, what's been really interesting about our time here in Nairobi, we're at Andela right now, learning a little bit about their approach to how they train software developers, and we've been seeing this kind of emerging around the world, where everybody realizes that the future of business, doesn't matter what industry, the future of business is software. So developing those skills in different regions is massively important, but then introducing into those curriculums why blockchains are going to become the future of business as well. So it's not just learning how to become web developers, but it's also making sure that the skills for blockchain as well as other kind of emerging technologies are being picked up by these new skills.